Hello and welcome to yet another interesting video of this podcast series, Facts with Focus, wherein we discuss the different issues of students pertaining to different study abroad destinations. In the last video, we discussed various issues pertaining to USA and what will help the students choose USA as a study abroad destination. Today we are continuing that tradition and our today's destination is UK. And to discuss different issues pertaining to UK, we have with us none other than the Director of Focus Education, Mr. Naimesh Shukla sir. So first of all, thank you sir for giving us your time. અને આજે hopefully we can discuss things pertaining to UK as a study abroad destination.
Thank you, and I'm glad to be part of this podcast series that is helpful. That is going to be helpful for the students who wish to study abroad, be it UK, USA, Canada, or Australia, and we'll try to give them maximum knowledge that they can have and make an informed decision. Right?
Thank you so much, sir. Now, if the students want to have an idea that who can go to UK and why do I choose UK as a study abroad destination?
Well, the first part, who can go to UK, right? Anyone with a bachelor's degree, even a pass class, right? From one recognized institution in India, can go to UK for a master's program, even though they have 10 to 12 years of education gap after bachelor's. And someone who has finished his HSC, which is class 12th, or a diploma, and having a 3 years of educational gap, they too can enroll for a bachelor's program in the UK, and that ranges from 3 to 4 years depending on their academics. Yeah? Why UK? Of course, it is one of the largest economies in the world. To name it, it is the 6th largest economy as per the GDP. The course duration is shorter compared to other countries, and of course they are affordable as well. Then education gap is accepted, right? Okay, and then you get variety of courses to choose from.
What is the education gap that is accepted?
For a master's entry, 10 to 12 years is fine, right? After your bachelor's in India. And for a bachelor's entry, if someone has done 12th or diploma 3 years prior to getting an admission in an intake, that is also fine. That is also acceptable. Yeah.
Fantastic. So just to summarize, once you decide that you want to go to UK, there is nothing stopping you. That is fantastic. Sir, હવે કોઈ prerequisites છે UK જતા પહેલા કોઈ તૈયારી મારે કરવી પડે કે set of documents?
Absolutely. When you take a decision to study abroad, there has to be some background work that you have to do. In terms of the documents, of course, your education documents should be in proper order. There should be letter of recommendation. Suppose there's a long list, of course, we can guide you once the student comes in and we know their study abroad destination, because more or less the documents remains the same. It is depending on the country they choose. There might be one or two documents that has to be additionally added to their portfolio when we submit the applications to the universities abroad, right? But basically, of course, their academic documents, the passport, the English language test certificate if they have appeared for any. Then of course financial documents are also required because the universities and the MSc would like to see the student is financially capable to carry on their studies. They will not be burdened to the economy of the country that they are going to study, right? And for the UK, confirmation of acceptance for studies, when you apply for a visa, caste letter is important. That is basically a letter given by the university, because university is a sponsor. They are inviting students to study at their campus. So caste letter is very important, confirmation of acceptance for studies. And once you get that letter, then you can go apply for your visa.
કરેક્ટ. તો સર તમે IELTS ની વાત કરી, એને જ રિલેટેડ મારો નેક્સ્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન છે કે there are certain myths being circulated કે anybody can go to UK without giving IELTS. So is this true? Is IELTS compulsory for everybody or waived off, or what is the reality?
Well, this is true that you can study in the UK without IELTS, right? But there are certain prerequisites. In the sense, it depends on certain factors. Let's say, to begin with, your 12th grade class English, English language marks, 12th grade. So if you come from national curriculums like CBSE, ICSE, or Cambridge, and if you have scored 16 class 12th English language, you get a waiver for IELTS. You don't have to appear for an English language test, right? IELTS, PT, or TOEFL. Those are the tests. And if you come from a state board, yeah, you get 70 and above in class 12 English, you get a waiver for IELTS again, right? And there are certain universities in the UK which accept students on their internal test. That's an English language test. So that is also an opportunity for students to study in the UK without IELTS. And the third one is a medium of instruction, which is MOI, right? Which is your bachelor's in India taught in English, right? But we would recommend students to have some knowledge of English prior to going to UK, because it is not only from the perspective of getting an admission and studying there, but then they are also investing, money for the future, right? So the more, polished they are in the English language, the better prospects they have, once they finish their studies and enter the job market, right?
Correct. So not just from education perspective,
Yeah.
but for staying there also, if they have given a sort of, if they are proficient in English, it would help them. હવે સર જે મેઇન ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન છે અને જે જનરલી ઇન્ડિયન સ્ટુડન્ટ્સનો હોય જ when they decide to go abroad કે ભાઈ ખર્ચો કેટલો થશે, so what are the costs associated with UK?
Right, so a good one. Master's degree range for 1 year, right, in the UK. Generally, it is 1 year master's program. And the tuition fee range from anything between £10,000 to £18,000. And of course, there are universities which charge more than £18,000. But you get a good university between £10,000 to £14,000, right? Okay. And which comes to around 10 to 14 lakh Indian rupees, yeah, for a master's, 1 year for a master's. And for bachelor's program, you can get anywhere from £12,000 to £16,000, depending on the institution that you are choosing and your academics, right? So that comes to around 12 to 16 lakh per year. Yeah.
Correct. So it is, and also because the duration is shorter, એટલે કદાચ ખર્ચો ઘટી બી જાય. પણ હવે સર મેં ભણી લીધું ત્યાં, I have studied over there.
Okay.
So what are my chances post studies? એટલે કે post study work permit અને મેં જે બી curriculum લીધું હોય એનો future scope જો મારે determine કરવો હોય, so એની related કઈ info તમે આપી શકો?
Right. So once you finish your studies in the UK, you get 2 years of post-study work permit for a master's program and bachelor's program if you are completed there. And for doctoral students, they get 3 years of post-study work permit, right? And that's an open work permit. They can work at any, they can work with any employer, right? Well, there is also an international students desk at the university, so they also assist students in getting placements, right? But it will be up to the individual to secure the placement, because any business who is going to hire, they are going to look at the quality, right? Okay. So you get 2 years of post-study work permit, right? The university will assist you, right? But you have to put your efforts. As a student, you have to put your efforts, right? And after that, you get, into a sponsored visa, which is a, sponsored work permit. And you stay there for a couple of years, and then you become eligible for a PR.
Fantastic. So that is also an option.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So thank you so much for your time, sir. કે અમે તમારો ખાસો એવો સમય લઈ લીધો, પણ hopefully this information will help the students. And if you have any further queries pertaining to UK as a study abroad destination, you can visit Focus Education. The details will be visible below on the screen. એટલે તમને ક્યારે બી કોઈ બી query આવે છે, feel free to contact the team of Focus Education and we would be ready to help. With that, see you and visit Focus Education office at your convenience. Thank you so much.
Thank you.